was I got into drama school and I went, I'm not going to be a Māori. I'm going to be the best pahalangi actor that I have in my mind, because I thought that's what I had to do. And my first year that I was in Te Kohe, I kind of like severed. I stopped speaking Māori. I was like, I put on this crazy pahalangi voice like Batman. And then like I was just whitewashing myself. It was crazy. Like when I think about it now. But at the time, my grandfather, who I'm named after, my idol, I was in Wellington and he lived in Otaki. And we were really close. And I stopped going to see him. And at the time I thought, I gotta focus, just drama school, I'm gonna be an actor. And then that stopped going to see him, and then towards the end of my first year, and I thought I was doing really, really well, he passed away. And I was devastated. And I still hadn't figured out that whenever he would kind of call me or stuff like that, I always would say, oh no, I'm too busy, koro. I've got to do this. And a part of me feels like severing all of the things that he helped build in me was part of the reason why he started to deteriorate, because his purpose for his mokopuna kind of disappeared. And I don't know if but in my mind, that's how I imagine it to be. It's like when you stop watering a flower, and then like you see it and you go, oh, I'll get to that soon. Oh, I don't have time. Relationship time. And so he passed away. I went to the funeral, and I still hadn't clicked in my mind that I had severed all of that. And it wasn't until like my mum and them would talk to me in Māori, and like I would just respond back in English. Time passed, and I still hadn't clicked that that's what I had done. And so at the end of that year, I didn't want to go back to drama school because I was too broken. But not because I tried to be the best Pākehā actor in my mind. And I carried that for years. I did end up going back to Toi and finishing. And then little parts of me would be in competition or conflict with my culture for years, bro, like years. And then one day, and then when I had my son, my eldest boy, everything's been nice. I messed up. Because that whole thing of going, hand the language over, came back to me. And then everything just went, spiraled back to me. I did this, I stuffed up, I cut that, stopped doing this. My grandfather passed away, and that's why I'm a mess right now. I got a baby. And my eldest boy, Phoenix, then became the catalyst for me to rebuild all of those things for myself. And just not openly, just on my own. Just brick by brick, word by word, experience by experience. Just keep building. All the while trying to build a career and all of these things, be a dad and all of these things. But that severing of the tie of my connection to me being a Māori, and then going through the process over the years, even to now, has just made me not ever want any of my kids to do that, no matter what the career path. And it goes back to the whole thing of, it's crazy when we think about when we want to do, and I see it in young actors now, right? And when they're early on, you get them to read something and like they put on a voice, and it automatically makes me go, they are thinking of the white actor actress that's in their mind, because all the films they've watched, the leads are white. All the action movies they love, the leads are white. So I go, cool. Now I go, I need to give little brown Polynesian and Māori kids films, television shows where they can see themselves, so that when they are asked to read something, they use their own voice, not the made up Batman voice that they had in their head.
Mandate.